everyone. Welcome to my thesis writing present seminar proposal to present about my topic. It is about functioning identity of Brigata Portaso informing identity as class supporter. Yes, before we discuss, let me introduce myself with Prasetyo. My student number is 072. Then, what will we will discuss? The first is background of research, then statement of problem, objective of the research, and the second one is theoretical framework, consumer culture, and the three minds perspective by Witherspoon. This research approach, data source, and technique of data collection and analysis. Okay. But the background of the research, football passion in daerah istimewa Jakarta is very high. So, PSS Sleman is one of the clubs based at the Mabuah Harjo Stadium, which is supported by two main supporters, namely Slemania, the oldest, and BCS, Brigata Curva since 2010. The emergence of BCS is very interesting to study, to research. How they separated themselves from Slemania with Mania to become supporters of the ultras by consuming culture to form new identity is what researching. You know that big Brigata Group is a supporters group that is younger than Slemania. The name BCS comes from Italian, which means Pasukan Tribun Selatan. In the past, BCS was not a big uh, like no. Then what strategy did this group of BCS supporters use in shaping their identity so that they become the best ultras supporters in Asia, especially Copa 99. Okay, next about the statement of the problems. According to the first explanation above, the researcher seeks to answer how does Brigata Corpa should consume football attributes to support PSS Sleman, and then how does Brigata Corpa should construct identity as ultras supporters. Before we know that Slemania is based on Mania supporter. And the objective of the research based on formulate questioning statement, writer wants to reveal how the member of Brigata Corpus should consume attributes of football. And the second one is to reveal how Brigata Corpus as an ultra supporter constructs their identity after starting from Slemania. Thanks. About the theoretical framework, uh, the theory is proposed by British sociologist named Mike Featherstone, entitled Consumer Culture and Postmodernism, Featherstone, 2007. The theory fits with the chosen object, which is a community that has an interest in football fandom, especially making a new identity as ultras and focusing on certain goods such as like shorts, shoes, and legs. And the theory will be used to analyze the motive, progress, and results of the consumerism that is being carried out by the members of community itself. The theory is chosen because it is applicable in this modern era where consumerism is not only conducted because the urgency of needs, but the study is analyzing the lifestyle created by the people for their satisfaction. About consumer culture and postmodernism. The study itself involving consumerism culture and theory that will be used in consumer culture and postmodernism. The theory is chosen because it fits with the community that will be analyzed further. The current study is focusing on how people buy goods, not its use value, but they goods for another value. The term consumer culture points to the impact of mass consumption on everyday life, which has led to the carrying of social activities around the accumulation and consumption of ever-increasing range of goods experience by Featherstone 2007. From that statement, the theory is focusing on the activities of the consumer and how that activity becomes part of their everyday life, seeing from the intensity and the participants spending their fortune towards the specific goods and how they create one lifestyle in their own life. And next, Three-Man Focus by Peterson 2007. The first perspective is looking at the production of consumption. This perspective looks on how the capitalist creates the ideal consumption for the consumer. The second perspective explains how the relationship between individuals and the goods they bought. And the third perspective focuses on the personal feeling and impact on the individual, the pleasure they get from consuming the goods produced by the capital to fulfill their desire. About research approach, the research that the writer did was a case study reiterating about Brigata pursuit consuming football attributes and constructing new identity to support PSS layman. The case study of Brigata pursuit supporters focused on a strategy in the supporters on consuming attributes. Brigata pursuit in three main perspective. Then the study focused on consuming football attributes that occurs in participant war supports Brigata pursuit itself, especially in Sleman region, in addition to make identity as ultra supporters. As new identity in consuming all these attribute is used to look for the form hallmark and support as Sleman. But data sources, data source will collect it through interviews, will then be transcribed and then processed into description around 2015. So on research study use qualitative methods with phenomenological approach effort to understand more deeply related to constructing a new identity that occurs in those supporters group, especially the data value based primary and secondary data. Technique of collation and analysis data. The study used the interview method to obtain data. According to Tertian 2018, the interview method is carried out by asking question answer directly with the subject or contributing information directly with the object of research. The data analysis technique in the study uses interactive model with elements include data collection, data reduction, presentation of data, and driving conclusion. I think that's all about my presentation in seminar. This is what I think to say. So thank you.